As some of you may know, I am a music producer, and I produce my music on a website called BandLab. Now, BandLab has been a very good, how do I say, catapult for the beginning of my music career, because it has helped me a lot, just to create my music and to help me find ways to get my passions out there. But I'm actually here to complain about it today because there's a lot of stuff in BandLab that I don't actually really like. The first thing I want to talk about when it comes to my complaints with BandLab is the vocal functions. The vocal functions are not very good, like the vocal mixers and stuff like that. There isn't a whole lot of liberties that you can take to adjust your vocals and stuff like that, They either have it to where you can just mute it like a lot, or just auto-tune the shit out of it, or change the rate that it plays, or change the pitch, which I have used before, but I feel like it would be a lot better if I could just have more range in terms of vocal options, and kind of give myself a better sound to my voice, you know what I mean? Just if you have a bad microphone, just give you the opportunity to kind of amplify the way that your voice sounds in a song, you know what I mean? So I feel like they are definitely missing out on the vocal functions of it all. Another thing that BandLab kind of misses out on is the drums. The drums is a very valuable part of a song, and in most rap songs, that's kind of the genre that I'm in right now. And they don't have that many good drums to sample. They have synths. I can't really pronounce that word. I got a bit of a lisp. Synth. They have good synth options and stuff, but there's a bunch of synth, but for the drums there ain't really much to it, because it's either the people aren't creating the drums, or just they exclusively decide not to make them. They take them out, or they give you your own options to make your own, which I guess, but still having being able to sample a drum pack would be able to make just producing a song a whole lot better. You can take the parts that you like in it, and then the parts that you don't really like, you can take that out of it. But they don't even give you really the option to do that. They just take it all. I haven't found a good drum pack. They have packs where it's a sample kit where it's oh, we can give you these sounds of some random glass shattering or something like that, and then you can transform that into a song or whatever. And they don't have a lot of drums, which is very, very annoying. And their publishing system is kind of mid, you know what I mean? Because I can publish a song on BandLab, and it'll get let's say 10 likes, right? But it'll get 0 plays, because people don't listen to the songs. They just like them and then hope for whatever, you know what I mean? But if you want people to really listen to your song, you have to pay to promote your song. You have to go BandLab Pro, I think it's called, which is just another subscription. Every single company in the world right now is trying to make you get a subscription, and I'm not gonna fold, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep on using the free version, all right? And I'm not gonna pay to put my music out there, why would I pay money to release something that I myself am not making the money back on, and stuff that I'm not 100% positive that I would want everybody to hear, you know what I mean? It's I'm not saying my music is bad and all, but I would definitely say it's not studio produced. It's in a goddamn closet, you know what I mean? So when people really compare, oh yeah, your music doesn't sound like so-and-so's rapper, well, that's because that rapper has access to all that stuff. But that's off point. What I'm trying to get to is that I do not feel like paying to have people listen to my songs, you know what I mean? I feel like it would just be better if they had maybe a page for discovering music, I'm not sure if they do or not. From what I know, you just have the home page and you scroll down a little bit to find the music, but it shows you one at a time, and who knows how many songs are being uploaded every hour, you know what I mean? So I feel like they could definitely do a bit more for the publishing part of creating music, you know what I mean? Because it's a very valuable part. People need to listen to the music as well as you make it, so that's something they definitely need to work on. And you might be asking me, hey, Malarax, how come you're not using FL Studio or some actual professional producer website? And to that I have to say, FL Studio, you need a degree in aerospace engineering, astral science, and then also basic maths in order to fucking use FL Studio. FL Studio is so complicated that I just can't even wrap my head around it. And to be fair, I didn't buy it. You know, I'm still in the free demo version when I like tested it out. Maybe it's better on the full version than it is than the free demo. But I feel like the free demo should be a showcase of what you can do on FL Studio, you know? So I'm not sure if there is a difference between the paid version of FL Studio versus the free. But, you know, from what I've seen, it is absolutely complicated as shit and frustrating as hell because no matter what, you can never seem to, like, just fucking record, you know what I mean? Like, there's no record button for me or nothing that I can find. And just finding things is so hard, you know what I mean? Like, oh yes, you have to fucking type in all these commands and shit just to pull up like one little box that creates one little tick that you need in a song and some shit like that. Like, it's such meticulous bullshit that if it was just simplified, dumbed down, then like it could be good. And maybe on the paid version it is, but again, like, that's $99, right? I do not have $99 to spend on no FL Studio, all right? I'm using free BandLab, all right? And BandLab better stay free now, because if BandLab starts, like, taxing people, I'm out. I'm finding something else, bro. I'm going to Adobe Premiere or some shit. I'm finna start editing my songs instead of fucking producing them, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go onto Netflix to fucking make my songs if I have to, you know? Because I'm not paying for nothing. Actually, why would I go on Netflix if I'm going to pay for it? Never mind, I'm just rambling at this point. Sorry for that little tangent I went on, but as I was trying to say, if BandLab starts, like, making you pay stuff for basic functions, then I'm going to start finding something else, you know what I mean? Netflix isn't the best example because, you know, you have to pay for Netflix, obviously, but I'll definitely find a substitute if BandLab starts to make you pay for stuff, like basic functions and stuff. But Netflix makes you pay to boost a specific song, right? So you can boost that song and have more people hear it. But in my opinion, it's like, why would I pay for people to listen to my song when I'd rather them listen to it because it's a good song, you know what I mean? So you're never going to catch me paying for people to listen to my songs or nothing like that. Even though that is how advertising works, there's a difference between boosting your post for more engagement and, like, advertising yourself as an artist, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a difference. One is paid listens, and one is putting yourself out there and, like, giving people the option to check it out or not. A very thin line between them, but, you know, that's all I have to say for today, and see you tomorrow.